Hello, travelers! This is Walter from the Little Max do Campineiro. I have a website. Basically, I have a YouTube channel, but it's mainly in Portuguese, and sometimes I create those special short videos because I see a lot of questions about different topics in camping, and I just like to share my solutions. So here's the one today, awning. I see a lot of people talking about awning. How much they cost, where do we find them, if your trailer RV does not come with one. So I always look for the inexpensive solutions, and if there isn't one, after trying a couple, then of course I have to go for the expensive solutions. So here is my tip today. I am here in a park in Newport, Washington, bordering Idaho. For some reason, people forgot that we can camp. And this is very, very empty. So I pretty much have this whole street by myself and one neighbor also from Oregon. So here's my awning solution. You can get different sizes, and here's what I do. Well, everybody knows about the tarp. There's different kinds, thickness, sizes, and then I just try to get one that it's a little sturdy, so it's a little stronger than the ones you find at the Dollar Tree, but it cost me like $4, $4.99, and I believe this one's 5x7. So this one that I'm using when I go to places where there's no prediction for rain, because then I do not need much space outside. I just need a covering so I can eat and things don't follow my food, and some cooking and some relaxing on the table. So this is what I have. And now you ask, okay, we know about that, so what do you do about hook them up to the trailer? And here's what I do. Here's my secret. Suction cups. Those suction cups, I find them at Harbor Freight, but you can find them anywhere. And they're very, very strong, and no wind takes them out. Unless it's a day that's very, very hot, and then the wind might blow it off, but it doesn't break anything. You just glue it back on. So I use some water and soap, because then you have a better adherence to the surface. So of course it has to be flat, so it can be windows, or it can be the side of your trailer, but of course it has to be flat. And then a trick, no, it's not a trick, but something that will help not blowing out, is if you use some rubber band type of connection, because if the wind blows hard, then it just kind of stretches instead of trying to rip something off. So this is how I connect one side. I have another smaller one in the middle, and then I have another one on the other side, because I only have 3 holes on this particular tarp. So like I said, the tarp can be any size that will fit your needs. So then what do? I just use a bungee cord, again, because of flexibility. So see, it's a little windy, so it's not going to stretch to the point where you might yank it out. And I just kind of hook it up to a tree somewhere. Also, you can hook it up to the side of your car, because if you're going to leave with your car, then you just unhook it very simply, and then when you come back, you hook it up again. So you can put the other side on the ground as well. So if you have a camping stake, you just put it down on the ground and just hook it up. So that's another way to anchor it down. But of course it's better if you have trees, because then you can make it higher. If you do not have a tree, then you have to slope down, so you may not have too much coverage. And when I post pictures of my little guy trailer, then people ask me, what is this orange thing? Again, this orange thing is the suction cup that I use for a lot of things, and this also works as a door stopper. So if the door kind of opens and decides to bang against something, it's not going to be the window, it's going to be this plastic thing, the suction cup. Also, I use the suction cup. It is on the road like this all the time. I did lose one, but I have this kind of hooked up for about a year, and it never came off. But then it's always, every once in a while, just take it out and just clean it up and just put a little water and soap again. Because I also use this because my trailer, not now, but was notorious for opening the door as I was on the road. I was driving down, and then suddenly I saw the door kind of going like this. So I decided to use the suction cup here as well. Then I have the bungee cord, then I just screw it in and lock the door. So if it opens it, it just opens a little bit. Then I'll just stop and fix it up. The other idea about using a tarp, so like I said, it can be any size. So if you have a car or another trailer next to you parked on the side, so if you're in one of those camping sites where you have trailer after trailer, then you can just ask your neighbor, hey, would you like to make some kind of a covering between my trailer and your trailer, so both of you guys can enjoy some shade underneath your trailer, especially if you're parked in some place like the beach where there's no place to really anchor the other side down. Then you just kind of hook it up to your neighbor if he's okay with it. I don't have it right now, but also, you know, since we got flat surface here, if I want to have a second place to have some shade, I just hook it up here on the other side of the trailer and then just hook it up to a tree. Also, if you have a very long one, you can hook it up on the top of your trailer, pull it down, and just kind of hook up to your car. So you can basically have awning anywhere around your trailer you want to. So that was my solution. You know, it was $2.99 for each one of those suction cups, $4.99 for the tarp, and I think I bought $10. It was like a package of 20 bungee cords. And you see the wind blowing, goes up and down, but it does not yank anything because there's flexibility on the bungee cord. I guess just a close up here. So this one is about 4 inches, 4.5, the section portion of it. This one is only 2. So if you know that you're going to have no wind, you can use the small one. If you're going to have a lot of wind, then you use the big one. This is the little bungee cord that I use on the top. So I just go around the handle and then it gives me some short connection, and that's all I need when I put it on the top of the trailer. Then you also have this wire tied down. It's rubberized, so that's another option that I use, but then it's going to be very sturdy and then there's going to be no flexibility, but sometimes I use that. And my last tool that goes with this is this little clip that you can use on the tarp if your tarp does not have a hole where you want to. You just twist here and then, you know, attach to your tarp, and that creates a new hole. So if it's not perfect, then you can create more holes for more attachment, more security. Also, many people do not want to put holes on the side of their trailer. So the other thing I did, I'm not using this anymore, but I just put a pipe. It's a plastic pipe, and you can use it as a flagpole, or you can use to put your Wi-Fi antenna or anything that's kind of light. So it does offer pretty good security as well. There's not even water. This thing has been dry for a while, and I'm pulling it back really hard and it's not coming off. So if you need to make it an extended antenna hook or pole, then that's what I use. Just put it in there and I put my antenna up there, and that's it. Of course, again, if it's windy or heavy, I do not recommend this option because it may fall down. So I'm sure that you all have your step ladder, little bonus here. So I like this one because it is a step ladder. It lets me reach on the top, but also it has wheels. So it has a trolley. So if I pull this down, then it becomes a trolley, and then I can, for instance, carry water from one place to another or something heavy. So since I have a little trailer, everything has to be small. So that's my other solution. So I don't have to carry a ladder and also a trolley with me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video about my awning solution, inexpensive awning solution. Hope you put a little like, subscribe if you want. I do not have a separate channel for Portuguese and English, so you may have to hunt just for the little special videos in English. So happy travels!